Hey guys, Matt here from DCLblogger.com. Finally doing a video after a long time. Got a better office setup, as you guys can see. Got some shelves on the wall, which we'll be putting up some kind of cool physical stuff from the art space. You can probably see this diamond looking thing. It's basically the package from Elite Team, which are the guys behind AxiGG, and they're going to be breaking into the blockchain gaming space, the esports space. And they got this really cool kind of merchandise gear. I believe they're also under the Whale Shark banner, but looks really, really cool. I can't say enough about the quality of this stuff, but got this pretty cool hoodie. They're doing shirts and stuff. The box comes like this. And I wouldn't really talk about them unless the quality was good. And I actually like this, but it's probably one of the coolest hoodies I've ever got. But yeah, big fan, and check them out. I'll put the link in the description. They're probably going to continue doing merchandise, and we might do something with them with the Medikey. But in this video, I wanted to just quickly go through, all right, the market's crashing. What does that mean for the NFT space? Is it an opportunity when people say that, hey, this is a great buying opportunity? What does that actually mean? So let's just dive in a little bit and figure out the crypto space, how that's going, and the connections with the NFT space. All right, very quickly. Here it is, the Bitcoin chart. As you can see, it is bleeding, which is new to people that have come in the last 6 months, but like completely normal to people that have been in the crypto space for like 10 years. You can see if you roll back the time, this happened in 2017. It happened multiple times during that run up where, coins went from Bitcoin went from, $5,000 all the way down to $2,800. It went from $8,000 all the way down to $5,000. It did like these massive dips. You can see them here again. It did it in 2013. Went from $1,000 to $300. And this is the thing. This is the thing about Bitcoin, right? It's had this like euphoria moment and then a reality check. But over time, this is like in 2013. So 8 years later, it's continued to do this. So there is going to be extreme volatility ahead. I'm not a TA specialist. I'm just saying that being in the space, we're kind of used to seeing these crashes. But usually what happens is things pull back, and then over time, more people get into crypto, it stabilizes a bit and goes nuts again. But the thing is, the blockchain space keeps building. For example, Decentraland, the Sandbox, CryptoVoxels, the art space, the NFT space, the DeFi space will continue evolving. These cool protocols and tools that will keep being kind of explored and innovated on, and the space continues going crazy, that in 1 year's time, people come look back and they're like, oh, they're even more bullish than they were last time. But anyway, the crypto space has gone nuts, and consequently, when Bitcoin goes down, what also happens is it affects the rest of the currencies. So for example, you can see Ethereum, which is one of the core currencies used for NFTs, took a hit, along with the other currencies like Mana and Sand, etc. And it's a big hit, and it affects the NFT industry, because suddenly people that were using Mana to buy land, people that were using Ethereum to buy NFTs, they kind of look back and then they they have a mindset shift. So before they were maybe really bullish and they were ready to put a lot of money in, now they're like, oh, wait a second, maybe I want to sell really quickly and cash my money out because I have some payments coming up, right? And so the mindset shifts. And so suddenly what happens in all these Discord groups, if you go to things like the land trading channel in the Decentraland server, or if you go to the land trading channel in Sandbox, or whether you go to the Gods Unchained trading marketplace trading channel, and all of these trading channels, all of these Discords have their trading channels, you'll see people posting their deals. So selling 80 plus lands, selling both 3x3 pieces of lands. You'll see like 10 to 15 people consistently posting almost every day, maybe like 30 to 40 across multiple projects. And then there's an opportunity there to message them and say, hey, I'm willing to buy them. If you have a long-term vision and belief and confidence in the market, whether it be the land trading market, whether it be Decentraland or CryptoPunks or whatever it is, if you have a long-term vision, and something that helps with that is how long the project has been in existence for. So for example, CryptoPunks has been in existence for like 4 years, right? And it's stably increased it's the prices of CryptoPunks, and people have continued to buy it, and it's kind of secured its base right now. along with Super as well, has been around for a couple of years. Sorare has been around for a year plus now, I think. Decentraland, yes. Cryptovoxels, the Sandbox. There's like a handful of them here that have been here consistently for like 3 years plus. So it's less risky having a longer term vision with those, so you can contact them and secure a spot if you believe in the long term vision and the long term kind of progression of these projects. But something like Meebits or Bored Ape Yacht Club, which is new, they may be great projects, but they still have to prove themselves in terms of standing the test of time. So whether it be 1 year or 2 years, and if they're around for 6 months plus, then definitely like a longer, more secure kind of purchasing will happen. But you can dive in real deep and see. I think Bored Ape Yacht Club has a utility behind the NFTs, which is pretty cool. Meebits as well has some sort of utility. But it'll be interesting to see what will happen with this, because I remember Meebits went nuts. They literally did $80 million during the pre-sale, which is crazy. I've never seen those numbers in my life. And then it'll be interesting to see how active the trading is still in time. All right, so yeah, that's what I think people mean, right? I know that when I'm looking at stuff to buy and the dip happens and suddenly people get, I guess, weak hands because again, they got stuff to pay for, etc. And you can contact them, and messaging people is one big thing. Now, there's also, if you were to check out the bots, every time there's a land sale, whether it be on Decentraland or maybe CryptoPunks, CryptoPunks have their own bot, a sale actually gets pinged on Twitter or Telegram, and you can kind of set these up if you want yourself. Yeah, you can work with people to set this up, and you know over time when deals are good. So for example, this one was bought for 14 Ethereum. If you go to CryptoPunks, you can see the cheapest sale is, current lowest price of Punk is 14 Ethereum. So was that a good deal? Maybe it was. If you do research into CryptoPunks, and like which traits are rarer. But over time, you kind of get the sentiment of which traits are what prices. And this is where due diligence comes into play, where you have to kind of look at certain projects for a while and understand and let yourself absorb like the certain pricing metrics. For each project, it's different. And so when this is the sales bot, but for a listing bot, every time something is listed, sometimes the deal will be really good. So for example, if you go to Decentraland, you can see this land sold for a really crazy cheap price. 1.23 Ethereum, 4,000 USD, which is like 4,000 mana, pretty much. And there's only one parcel away from Center Genesis on road. And if you look at what price that is, like if you look at the actual road connected price, you can kind of see that it was sold for 400,000 mana, which is 400,000 USD on Jan 27th. So one parcel away, also on road, selling that for 4,000 mana, it's like a no-brainer deal, right? So, those sometimes get listed, and if they're listed, then you want to purchase them real quick. That's where you want to be, staring at the market, or have like some sort of notification bot every time something's listed. You see it. Reaction time is pretty much everything. If you are doing it this way, if you're kind of negotiating and messaging people, then that's a different strategy. So that's pretty much the kind of accumulation strategy, right? The more time you are in the space, the more it makes sense. Where there's some projects that kind of just do this and kind of disappear. I'm talking NFT projects. There's some projects that do this, come down, but then over time increase. And what I like to do is kind of mess around with everything, because I like trading and I also like investing long term. So if something comes up like this, I'll take a look. Maybe there's some longevity in there or not. If something that's been there for a while, like Decentraland or obviously CryptoPunks, maybe CryptoKitties and all these sort of other projects that seem to have lasted a long time, I'll look for previous sales that have happened that are cheap and try to do like a bulk deal where I can get a larger quantity cheaper. So I hope that makes a bit of sense. We'll be continuing to explore more topics. Again, I've got my backdrop set up more professionally, I hope. And I'll be hoping to do these videos every day based on some topics that are relevant at the time. So take care, guys. I'll see you guys in another video.